Hello, trainers. Pokemon Professor here with another video. This time, we're going to talk about something that's been bothering the professor. So, Palkia has changed its size in the Pokemon Go game, and everyone noticed, but nobody seemed to get the little secret that Niantic was trying to pass off to us. Nobody got the hint. They're just like, oh, well, I'm glad to see that Niantic fixed the size of Palkia in Pokemon Go. Well, guys, did you know that it was intentional? Did you know it actually wasn't a mistake that Palkia was small and then got large? That's right, guys. It wasn't a glitch. It was actually supposed to happen. So Palkia is known as the spatial Pokemon. So spatial, as defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary, is one relating to occupying or having the character of space. Two, of relating to or involved in the perception of relationships as of objects in space. So this is quite an interesting definition, because if you think about the second definition, of relating to or involved in perception of relationships as of objects in space. So, spatial has to do with the perception of relationships of objects in space. So, we're all in space. That's what they mean by that. The space around us, not outer space, but the space around us. And Palkia is the spatial Pokemon, so Palkia can manipulate space. So, Palkia can appear small, and Palkia can appear bigger. You see, guys? So here was the original Palkia. It was small, and everyone was like, hey, that's not the right size. They must have messed up. They must have messed up. And nobody has figured it out yet, except for the professor. And here is what I figured out. That it wasn't a mistake. As you can see, this is Palkia in a bigger form. But Palkia is the god of space, people. So, let's take a look at his Wikipedia, or his Bulbapedia here. Spatial Pokemon, Palkia. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Pokedex entries. Here we go. It has the ability to distort space. It is said to live in a gap in the spatial dimension parallel to ours. It is said that space becomes more stable with Palkia's every breath. Its total control over the boundaries of space enable it to transport itself to faraway places or even other dimensions. That's important, guys. Its total control over the boundaries of space enable it to transport itself to faraway places or even other dimensions, or to make itself appear bigger or smaller. Okay? This is so obvious. This is so obvious. And I'm sorry, but you little Ash Ketchums need to be doing more Pokedex reading here, because the professor has much bigger fish to fry than Palkia Pokedex entries. But I really felt that this needed to be addressed. So, addressed it is. Professor, gone.